Welcome, guys. My name is Jenny, and you are in Pilates. And as always, if you want music, go ahead and cue up your own music. Just do that to keep our connection more stable and everything. So that said, let's go ahead and get started. All righty, we are going to start all the way down. Go ahead and make your way there. Check it out. All righty, and lay all the way back. Good. Just some simple crunches to start with. So hands can be behind your head or to your temples. And then go ahead and take your feet out a little bit further from you than you're used to. And whenever you're ready, finding some crunches here. Looking up towards the ceiling instead of towards your knees. Trying to get your shoulder blades off the ground. And really trying to use your abs to lift up. Keep it going. Just really trying to engage your abs. Every time you come up, can you think about pulling your belly button in a little bit more? Nice. 10 more. You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and lay it on down. Take your feet in, kick your hips out to the side, and then let your knees fall to the side. So you're in this nice, lovely supine twist. Just chill there for a moment. You can leave your hands behind your head or extend them out. Alrighty, and then we have crunches in this side lying position. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and crunch it up. So again, your hips are kicked out to the side, your knees are on the ground, but you're crunching straight up to the ceiling. Just getting a different part of your abs here. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then roll it all the way over to the other side. So coming back through center, you're going to kick your hips out to the other side. Knees come down as best you can. If they don't come down all the way, that's fine. And just enjoy the stretch for a moment. Breathe. Alrighty, and whenever you're ready, crunching towards the ceiling, here we go. Up and down, up and down. Again, trying to use your abs, still trying to not pull on your head. If you have a tendency to pull on your head, maybe just take your fingertips to your temples. Nice. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it back to center. Nice. And then again, taking those feet out a little bit further from you, flexing your toes up off the ground. Straight crunches. Here we go. Up and down. Trying to get your shoulder blades off the ground every time. Thinking about hollowing out your abs whenever you come up so you really engage your full abs. Keep going. You're halfway there. You can even think about breathing out as you crunch up. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, release. Good, stretch your legs out long. And arms reach overhead. This time you're gonna take opposite hand to opposite leg. So reach up with your right arm, left leg, and tap, and back down. Good, tap, and down, tap, and down. Now, if you want to, you can reach up towards your toes, or you can just tap your knee or your shin. I'm gonna add even more crunch, reach a little higher, wherever you're at today. Again, reaching as high as you like. And let it go. Good, nice long stretch. And then place your feet flat on the ground. Walk your feet in enough to where you can kind of brush your heels with your hands. And we have bridges. So really tucking your tailbone under, and that's what lifts you up and back down. And the thing with bridges is once you start doing them, just listen to my voice, but look straight up. Don't look sideways. Keep your neck in a nice straight line. Here we go, bridges. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Good. Good, up and hold. Trying to keep those hips nice and high. All right, little pulses at the top, so try to press your hips just a little higher. Maybe squeeze your butt, press just a tiny bit higher. Pressing through all 4 corners of your feet. Don't go to the knife edge of your foot or the inside. Try to keep it firmly planted, your feet firmly planted as you just do little itty bitty hip lifts here. Up, 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 up. Keep going. Good, and lower all the way down. Excellent. Maybe rock your knees side to side. Good, we have with those knee taps. All righty. So again, feet are nice and planted. The only thing that's going to change is you're going to lift, tap your knees at the top and back down. Up, tap and down. Up, tap and down. When you're ready, go up, tap and down. Up, tap and down. Keep going. Up and up, tap, up, tap. You got this. Keep going. Up and tap, up and tap, up and tap. For 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top on this next one. Little taps to the top. Tap, 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 tap. You got it. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Release. Woo. Maybe bring your knees up into your chest. Nice work. Excellent. All righty, we have 50 more crunches. We're going to get in quite a bit today. We're going to do some goals here. So go ahead and take your hands behind your head. This time, your feet can be normal where you like them. They can be out here where we had them. So walk them a couple feet out, flex your feet up off the ground, or you can go legs straight. This is really good, especially if whenever you crunch up, you tend to press your belly out. Having your legs straight will kind of help you not do that. So if that's a tendency you have, maybe try the legs straight out option. Okay. Otherwise, whatever option works for you, whenever you're ready, here we go. Up and down, up and down. Good. Keep going. Trying to get those shoulder blades off the ground. Belly button in towards your spine. "25, you're halfway there. Can you lift a little higher? Keep your elbows nice and wide. Ten more, you got this. Nine, last one, and good, there's 50, nice. So far you have done 200 crunches. Way to go, guys. If you skipped a few, that's totally fine. Work up to it, right? Everything you want to work up to. Alrighty. It's like, do we have more crunches? Maybe, we won't say. But go ahead for now and bring your knees up and then try to get your shins to where they're parallel to the ground. So try not to let your legs just hang and also not have them up super high, have them parallel to the ground. Alrighty. And then take your arms out to the sides. And we're going to just do some knees side to side. So go ahead and let your knees fall to one side and back up. Fall to the other side and back up. Good, so important to take a little bit of a pause at the top. So then you let everything reset. Otherwise, you start to use more momentum than abs. Alrighty, and pro tip in case you haven't figured it out, if you let your legs sag, that's going to be easier. Also, if you bring your knees closer into your body, that's going to be easier. So if you want to make it harder, you're going to take those legs out so that they are at a 90-degree angle from your body. And with that, you might even press through the palms of your hands because you might find that you're kind of starting to come off the ground a little bit. But also know kind of where your ledge is, your edge is rather. And you don't have to let your knees go all the way to the ground. Just find that edge where you can still get them back up. Good. Really good for working those transverse abdominis, some of those more inside abs here. Some of those abs that wrap around your body. Super important to work. Help stabilize you, keep you together, protect your organs. A lot of important things going on. Make sure you're still breathing through it. A few more here. Good, and last one, if you're even out, go ahead and take those legs up. Good. You can point, flex, or point your toes and take both of them towards you. Nice straight leg stretch. Ooh, breathe. Good, and just in an effort to get a stretch, let's go ahead and do some roll-ups. So let those legs go long, arms reach overhead, inhale. And as you exhale, chin the chest as you roll up and reach for your toes. Good, hold and breathe. And then beginning to roll back down and reach overhead, inhale. Exhale, roll it up. Trying to keep those feet flat on the ground, flex your toes, reach over. Good, just a refresher on your roll ups. You're gonna point your toes as you go down, arms reach out and overhead. Good, and then roll up. As you come up, flex your feet and reach over. Good, really find that stretch. They're gonna be some nice slow roll ups. And then whenever you're ready, rolling back down, pointing those toes, belly button in towards your spine. One more time, rolling up. And reaching for those toes. Good, and then roll it back down, sit up nice and tall, and then round through your spine. Let those arms go overhead. Excellent, you take your arms back out to the side, and then bring your legs up. You can even bring your hips up a little bit to kind of set them down on the ground. And then as straight as legs as you can. We're gonna do all one side first, so pick a side. You're just gonna let your leg drop down, and then bring it back up. Dropping down, bring it back up. Trying to keep both of them as straight as you can. Good. Nice. Whatever pace you're going is fine. If you're on the same pace as me, there's 5 and 4 and 3. Nice straight legs. And 2 and 1. Good. Back up to center. Other leg. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. You got this. You got this. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Abs stay in. 2 and 1. Nice. Go ahead and bend your knees. Kind of shake it out. Excellent. Alrighty, so those side-to-side movements, this is really why your hands are out to the side. We have those side-to-side movements option. You can stay with your bent legs, yes, and move side to side. Or what you can do is you're going to take straight legs and go side to side. So another option is that you can bend one and then switch and bend the other. Yes. And remember, find that pause at the top so you can go slow, taking a moment to engage. The one leg option is pretty nice, actually. Having both legs out is just a very long lever. You might go way slower. You can also put a little bit of a bend in your knees. So it's not quite as hard, it's not quite as straight. Again, make sure that you have that pause at the top so that you're not just rocking side to side. And always an option, you can keep those knees bent like we had in the beginning. And again, especially if you have straight legs, 2 straight legs, you want to really make sure that you stay in control using your abs. You can also use your hands a little bit. Eventually you won't need your hands, but you might need them right now, just fine. I'm using mine a little bit. Don't hold your breath, each direction. Good. Make sure you even yourself out, and whenever you're ready, you can bend your knees. Try and find your feet flat on the ground. Excellent. And then taking those hands to the back of your head or to your temples, bringing your knees up. Alrighty, and we have standard bicycles for this first round. So wherever you're ready, opposite knee towards your opposite elbow, extending your other leg out long. Really trying to get your shoulder blade off the ground. Same with our crunches. Good, and let it go. Sweet. Not too bad. Not 50 of them, right? All right, cool. So a lot of abs today. We'll also get into some arms and stuff too, but definitely a lot of abs today. So let's go back to your quads. Finding those bridges. And we have certain numbers we're aiming towards here. Whenever you already tuck your tailbone under, lifting up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the next one up. Hold, hold. So even keep your hips in a line with your knees and your shoulders. All right, from there, a little closer at the top, squeeze, get a little higher, higher, higher. Yes, you can. Keep going. Higher. Good, and let it go. Nice, hugging your knees into your chest. Alrighty, so we have seals, or they can just be rock ups, up to you. So to begin with, just grab on behind your leg and you can rock up, finding a boat pose here. Yes? So if you need to tap your toes down, you can. Otherwise, keep those feet lifted and then rocking back on your spine, finding your boat. Yes, if you don't like the rock back motion because it just kind of messes with your equilibrium or whatever, you can just do simple up and down right here, keeping it engaged, or you can even do like a saw, like where you go out and in. Yes. Otherwise, you're going to try for those boat poses. Sorry, living in construction, so it's a lot of outside noise. But so you can also do this without holding on. Yes, rock back, find your balance without holding on, maybe find your boat again. And then lastly, if you want to try the seal, You're gonna sit up nice and tall, grab on the outside of your ankles, let your knees fall open, and then take your legs up off the ground. So I'm hovering here. I'm gonna tap 2, rock back overhead, tap 2, rock up, tap 2, rock back, tap 2, rock up, tap 2. Trying to sit up nice and tall each time you rock up. Good. Double tap, 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 double tap. Good. Double tap, double tap. 2 more. Last one. Good. Let your feet find the ground. You got a little off center, go ahead and find yourself center again. And then come all the way down. So knees are open wide, feet are together. Pick your heels up off the ground, leave your toes on the ground. Excellent. And we have crunches right here. Here we go. Nine, shoulders off the ground, 10, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Stay up, stay engaged. So belly button is in towards your spine. Take your hands out to the side and tap your knees. Tap, 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 side to side. Good. Let it go. Excellent. All righty. Go ahead and let your knees come back together. And then go ahead and roll over onto your side. Like we were never going to get off our backs there for a moment. But here we are. Okay. So rolling over onto the side, you can take your arm out long. Get your legs nice and straight. Arm reaches overhead and you have side up. Yes. So you can also add a little bit more of a lift because eventually we'll turn this into a V crunch. Just getting some nice side abs here and into side of our legs, our quad muscles on the side and our glutes. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Nice work. Go ahead and prop yourself up if you'd like. You're just going to take your top leg in front and just let that knee rest on the ground. Again, you can lay back down if you'd like. And we're going to lift this bottom leg up and down. So if you prefer to have your foot on the ground, gives you a little more space to lift, by all means. I prefer this way, but I hear this way is a little bit easier. And if it hurts your hip, you might just have to figure out like a better angle. So maybe you angle down, maybe you need to angle back a little bit. So just kind of adjust. Know that it doesn't have to be painful on that hip. And if it continues to be painful on your hip, you can just double or triple up your mat or bring a towel under you. Good, flex your foot, keep going. Point your toes, keep going. Last 7 of 10, flex your feet, keep going. A little higher. Good, one more. Excellent. Woo. All right, go ahead and bend your knees. Here are those side crunches. So option, you can just do what we were just doing, this guy, or you can just do a side crunch here, leaving your body mostly on the ground. Okay, just make sure you're not pulling on your head. Or you can take a V crunch. So knees are in this nice V shape. Arm is out, a little bit out of diagonal here. You're going to use that arm. And then whenever you're ready, sitting up. So again, you can, there's a few options here. You can just do a little side crunch here, coming up to your elbow, come up to your hand, or add, and also add in those knees. Okay, you can even extend. That's a little harder. I haven't done these in a long time. Yes, so pick an option and please start since I've already done a couple. Good, one more. Sweet. Woo. All right, torture's not over, ever. Right, it's just how many ways can we build strength in your body creatively, right? Changing it up for you. All righty, so whenever you're ready, finding a side plank. So you can be on your elbow or your hand. Your bottom knee can be on the ground if you need it. Otherwise, off you go. You can always hold this. Or when you're ready, we're going to tap that hip down and up. Here we go. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap, lift. Tap and lift. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and release and migrate your way to the other side. All right, laying all the way down to begin with. Taking your arm out overhead. I'm going to hit my couch. All righty. And whenever you're ready, tapping your leg with your arm, straight leg. Nice, 10 more. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Excellent. And then from here, you're just going to go ahead and bend your legs. Find that one leg in front up top. Again, you can be here, or you can hold it there if that's available to you. I'll make it a little bit harder. And then same thing, you can stay on your hand or you can relax down and lifting your bottom leg up and down. Here we go. Good, flex your foot, keep going. A little higher. And let it go, nice. Woo, kind of straightening those legs out. Bend it again, coming in for our V crunches. So again, like I said, you can just be right here, finding that side crunch. Okay, or you can be lifting up onto your elbow, or even lifting up onto your hand. And whenever you're ready, you can also add in those legs. So tons of options here. Find the one that's going to be challenging for you and also doable. Go when you're ready. Remember, you can also reach. One more. Excellent. Ooh. Alrighty, make your way on up to your elbow or your hand for our side plank. Good. I suggest you have your feet tapered, but it is up to you. You can stack them if you like. Just a little rough on the ankles when you start moving. And again, you can have your bottom knee down, totally optional, or have them both lifted off. Hold, breathe. All right, stay here, or if you're ready, down and up. Here we go. 1, there's 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, guys. Woo! Go ahead and sit all the way up. Take your legs into a nice straddle. Flex your feet or point your toes, and reach over. Good. Breathing in. Good. Make your way all the way back up. And you're going to take your legs into a little bit shallower of a V so you can really flex your feet here. Sitting up nice and tall. And then taking your hands to your temples, turning as far as you can to one side, and then reaching across and back up, turning to the other side, reach across and back up, turn and reach, turn and reach, turn and reach. So we go slow on these, so you're really trying to turn as far as you can each time, and you're really feeling that reach each time. Good. Nice. That nice reach, sit up nice and tall in between each one. So different movements here. Twisting first, then reaching. Don't get going so fast where you're twisting, reaching at the same time. Think, twist as far as I can, then reach. Twist as far as I can, come back to that twist, and then turn. Yeah? So don't start untwisting when you come back up. Try to keep that nice twist. Good. Make sure you're even. That was my last one, but if you got a little off, even yourself out. Excellent. All right. Whew, cool. We're going to come in and do some arms. All righty, working into our arms and shoulders. So we have that bridge again. 2 options here. I'm going to go ahead and bring my feet flat on the ground. Hands are going to face my hips if that's possible. If you need to, you can turn your hands out. But try to get them flipped to face your hips. So from here, you're going to bridge up, trying to get, again, those hips in line with your knees, and then take it back down. Okay, a little bit harder maybe, or easier depending on who you are. You're going to straighten your legs, and you'll lift up. Okay, so either option is fine. You can go back and forth between the two, but let's go ahead and get going. Here we go. Up and down, up and down. And when you go down, just tap, don't rest at the bottom. Good. If you need to, just hover. Otherwise, just really barely grace the ground with your thumb and coming back up. So if you're in that longer one, no need to go as fast as me. Go at your own pace. Try to keep your shoulder blades squeezed together so you're not sinking in, so your neck's not sinking into your shoulders and you're not like this. Oh, that feels so terrible. Try to keep your shoulder blades together and keep your neck out of the situation. Good, and release whatever you got. Get off your hands for a moment. Shake it out. Your legs can be however you want. Maybe do some Seated cat-cow here, just working through your spine. Maybe your neck side to side. Wherever that creeps up for you, right? Alrighty, and then we have triceps. So for this one, you really want to try to get your hands to face your hips as best you can. Option one, you just leave your hips on the ground and you're going to bend back and up. Okay. Option two, you're going to take those hips off the ground like we just had them, except you don't have to take them as high. You can just let them kind of find this nice gentle V. And you're going to dip down. So whichever option you want, here we go. Nice tricep dips. Nine, 8, you got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let those hips come down. Finding your boat pose, hands come together in the middle. Roll your shoulders back. Find that nice V shape, side to side. Here we go. Active recovery. You can even touch your hands to the ground on each side. That's great. Excellent. Woo, sit all the way up. Hopefully it didn't make you too dizzy. Then bring those feet back under you. We have those tricep dips again. So again, hips on the ground or hips off the ground. Try to point those fingertips towards you. Ready? Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Good. 5 more. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Ooh, get off those arms. Excellent. Roll your shoulders back. Find your boat pose. Feet can be on the ground or off. Nice gentle V. Clasp your hands. Take it side to side. Here we go. If you get dizzy, look forward the whole time. Good, and let it go. Ooh, sitting all the way up. And then just let your knees fall open again. If you want, you can do some of that seated cat-cow here. Just working through your spine. Whatever pace feels good. I was going a little fast there, but whatever pace works for you. Good, maybe let your neck go a little side to side. Oh, alrighty. All that, and we are gonna find a plank. So you can be on your hands or on your elbows, up to you. I suggest your elbows if you can, just because we're gonna do side to side hip dips, and then you can actually touch the ground if your elbows are on the ground. Okay. Always an option if you don't want to do the plank option, you can always do a different version of plank, or turn around and do some crunches. But plank is really excellent for you. Let's go ahead and find it. Again, you can be here, or you can maybe have knees on the ground. It's just going to be a little harder to do the side to side with knees on the ground. You may not want to do it. You might just need to hold your plank if that's where you're at, and practice lifting your knees off the ground. Alrighty, here we go, side to side rainbow. So tap one hip down and up, other hip, and just keep going back and forth. Good, and let it go. Maybe find a child's pose here. Ooh, but get off your hands somehow. Good, already coming onto your hands if you can. You can also do this version of plank on your elbows, but try to come up to your hands if you can. Alrighty. Bring those feet underneath you, hang nice long straight line, and then you're just gonna tap one knee and up, one knee and up. So if you're doing plank on your knee, you're just gonna lift one and down, lift one and down. Alrighty, here we go. Tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift. Belly button stays towards your spine, keeping nice form. Good, and let them both come down. Get off your hands for a moment. Excellent. Alrighty, so another one to work your abs that we don't always think of as working our abs, but is an excellent one, okay, is in camel pose, is what it's called in yoga, but you can also do it in Pilates. So instead of, if you can reach back and touch your feet, great, but don't do it today, or at least don't do it right now. You can have your feet tucked or untucked behind you. And you're gonna place your hands on your low back. So again, hands, you're trying to get your fingertips up so you can really press your bum down as your hips come forward. But if that's unavailable to you, you can always just have your hands on your hips or even facing down, okay? But what you wanna think about is hips going forward, chest goes up, okay? So think hips forward, chest up, hips forward, chest up. Do not find your feet, keep your hands on your back. If it's starting to creep up in your low back, really think about lifting your chest up. Finding that space there. Notice how much you're using your hands. See if you can use your abs a little bit more. Kind of a weird feeling to begin with if you've never tried it. Good, and then come back out of that. Ooh, we definitely got a lot of abs today. Go ahead and find some simple push-ups here. We're gonna take 5 of 3 different kinds, so 15 total. And there's a little rest in between, so try to do them as full out as you possibly can. For you, that might mean leaving your knees on the ground. Maybe you just dip your chest. If you're coming off of an injury or surgery or something, this is a really good option, just dipping your chest down. Or find your plank for a moment, bring your knees down. That's gonna give you that nice long line, making it a little harder, right? And then if you can, full push-ups, you're right here. You just wanna try to get full range of motion. So wherever you need to be to get full range of motion is where I want you for just 5, all right? So whenever you're ready, go. Hopefully you've already done a few. You can always do extra. So I say 5 because I want it doable, but you wanna whip out 10, go for it. Alrighty, the next are wide. So fingertips face out. You can either have the heel of your hand on the edge of your mat or bring your hands right underneath your elbows. So maybe right off your mat, depending on how wide or how long your arms are. And you have 5. Sweet. Take your time. Okay, this last one is tricep push-ups. So if you need to be on your knees to get full range of motion, that's fine. If you want to try just, maybe you can get like 2 solid ones on your toes, then try for 2 solid ones, all right? So if you haven't done tricep push-ups, hands are right underneath your shoulders again. Your elbows are gonna brush your sides. So keep those elbows in, nice and tight. Cool. All righty, how we do? Decent, good, amazing. Alrighty, go ahead and place your hands down on the ground. Take your feet back, finding a downward dog. You can pedal out your feet here, really stretching through the back of your legs. Good, bring your knees down, and then go ahead and sit down. Soles of your feet together, sit up nice and tall, and then reaching over, finding that nice stretch. Good, taking one leg out, one leg in, stretch over. And then bring it back in, switch them out, other side. Good, and then bring it back in, bring your feet flat on the ground, just let the hips go side to side. They don't have to touch the ground, your knees don't have to touch the ground, just kind of working through your hips, anything that might have crept up. Excellent. Last thing we've got is nice neck stretch. So sit up nice and tall. You can sit on your couch, on the ground, have your legs straight or crossed. And then just simply take an inhale. And as you exhale, guiding your head to the side. So no need to pull, you're just adding weight. So you don't even need your hand at all if you don't want it. Just breathe. Good, and then bring your head back on top of your spine. Other side, inhale, and exhale. Take deep breaths. Good, and then bring it back to center, let go. Go ahead and find a twist. Just kind of stretching out our abs here. So almost like press your ribs forward. So you're sitting up super tall, maybe even a little extension here. Just trying to stretch out our abs. Good, other side. And same thing, you might even sit up tall, maybe even jet your ribs out a little bit. Good, come back to center. You guys are all set. All right, I will see you next week. We will be at the YMCA. We'll still be on Zoom, but I will be at the YMCA. So look forward to that, and I'll see you later.